Welcome to CLOUDTECHNEXUS tutorials. In this tutorial, we will set up VMware ESXi 6.0. Be sure the server hardware is compliant or ESXi will not run. Here are some pros and cons. We will interface with the ESXi server first. Then use the workstation client to connect to the ESXi server. A high-end graphics card is optional if heavy graphics applications are to be used. Steps in the following order. Using VMware Workstation 12 to install ESXi 6. Installing ESXi 6 on a dedicated server is recommended. VMware Workstation 12 is being used to show the ESXi 6 interface. ESXi 6.0 is configured with minimal settings. Update hard drive space. I will also choose to add as a single file for this virtual machine. Finish out Wizard to start installation. Make sure Install Media is inserted and enable as first boot item. In a physical machine, make sure that media is inserted and bootable. It's best to install ESXi on standalone hardware instead of a virtual machine for production use. Installation load time varies. When presented with welcome screen, press Enter. Press F11. Press Enter. Press Enter. Type in the root user password and press Enter. Press F11. Press Enter. Update IP address to a static IP address. Press F2. Log in as root. Later you can add additional admin account. Press F2. Use keyboard arrow keys to select Configure Management Network and press Enter. Select Static IPv4 address and network configuration and press spacebar. Update IP address, subnet, and gateway. This can be what you choose what works best for your server. Press Enter. Press Y. After reboot, you will have a static IP. In this example, I've chosen 192.168.1.140. On your workstation, open your web browser. Type in chosen ESXi server IP address, 192.168.1.140 in this example. Download vSphere client for Windows. Install client. Install in just a few clicks. Double-click vSphere client on the desktop. Type in the ESXi 6 IP address 192.168.1.140. Log in as root user. Checkbox to install certificate and select ignore. Select OK to close evaluation notice. Now the vSphere client console that manages virtual machines will need to be configured for before use. Let's start with licensing ESXi 6. Select Configuration tab. Scroll down and to the left and find License Features. After selected, scroll back up and to the right and select Edit. Select Assign a new license. Enter license key and select OK. OK to close, assign license. Scroll down and select Time Configuration. Select Properties and update time if needed. Select OK when finished. Select the Users tab. Right-click to add user. Add admin or whatever administrator account you would like. Right-click ESXi 6 server. Add permission. Add. Select admin or created administrator account. Add. OK. Update permissions. OK. Configuration tab. Select storage. Right-click Data Store 1. Browse Data Store. Create new folders or organize your ISO and virtual machine files. Upload ISO image files, or if you have virtual machine files backed up. Upload individual files or folders as needed. Uploads are complete. Configuration is done. Now virtual machines can now be created. Select Virtual Machines tab. Right-click, select New Virtual Machine. Select Options for Virtual Machine. Always edit settings before launching a virtual machine to avoid start delays. Load ISO image from Data Store 1. Load ISO, checkbox Connect at Power On, then click Finish. Right-click Virtual Machine, open Console. Start Virtual Machine. Proceed to install operating system. Create user and computer name. Password will be skipped. Activation can be done later. Correct time if needed. Select Network. Enable desktop icons. Virtual machine is installed. Install VM tools. Shut down. Right-click, Edit Settings. Add optional video memory and enable 3D support if you have the resources. Selecting client device will prevent the ISO file from loading. Right-click Virtual Machine, open Console. Start Virtual Machine. View, Full Screen. Having a dedicated graphics card installed on the ESXi server is highly recommended. This will allow more graphic settings and some 3D support. If a grid certified graphics card is installed, you can enable full 3D support. This means less rendering time and less lag for graphics heavy applications. If you don't use graphics heavy applications, it's not necessary to spend the extra money for a grid certified graphics card. Installed in this demo is a dedicated graphics card that is not grid certified. View the virtual machine interface so you know the controls. Shut down virtual machine. Log in with the admin account. This concludes the basic setup. Visit VMware website for more info. All steps complete. Feedback and comments are welcome. Thanks for watching.